oh my God, I don't have any potassium iodide. I'm going to die. Look, folks, there are a lot of prepper channels out there that love to spend your money. Now, sometimes it's because in the manner in which you're spending it, they get a kickback, and so they profit, financially or what have you. Or, in some instances, people just like the power and control of influencing people. And so they get a personal rise out of saying, you need to go do this, and then sitting back and watching people, follow them like the Pied Piper. And I'm serious. That's what a lot of it boils down to. So there's a big push that everybody needs to go out and run and buy potassium iodide tablets. There's even shortages being reported. There's massive price gouging going on being reported as a result of the shortages. Do you need to buy potassium iodide? Well, here's the thing. First of all, anybody that tells you just to go and run and do something without knowing your particular personal situation is a fake prepper. All right? They're one of those that are either somehow, financially gaining from your purchase, or just, feeling good because they got somebody to do something, right? Look, you may or may not be in a position to where potassium iodide is really going to be of a benefit. Many people are going to be in a position to where cyanide tablets would be much more beneficial than potassium iodide. We need to be real about this. If there is an all-on nuclear exchange, and I'm not necessarily meaning every single missile, but I am talking about full conflict, I am talking about engaging entire nations in a nuclear conflict, folks, many of us aren't going to have anything left to work with after the dust settles, pun intended, okay? Let's be real about this. You're not going to save yourself by buying potassium iodide tablets, all right? If you're one of those in the position to where you're going to benefit from potassium iodide tablets, then you need a lot more than that. You need mop suits, you need gas masks, you need farm equipment that you're going to be able to remove the top, I think it is 6 inches or something, of soil. Okay, yeah, the topsoil. I talked about this on the live a little bit last night. You have to understand what you're getting yourself into. You have to understand what it is that you're going to have to do afterwards in order to sustain. And these people aren't even touching that. They're just, you need to go out and buy this. You need to get this gas mask. You need to buy these tablets. You need to do this. You need to do that. Without knowing your situation. Let me show you, if you will. Let me show you our situation. Why am I not worried about buying potassium iodide tablets? Because it would be pointless. I would rather buy cyanide tablets. And I mean that. I'm not just saying that, brave macho, no, I mean that. I seriously mean that. So, we are located in a little community called Highland. Okay, that's it on your screen. And we are located in Highland. And I'm going to zoom straight out. Oops, I'm going to try to if it stops popping stuff up on me. Okay, and I want to show you some things. And I'm not real good at doing this, but okay, this is Highland here, and I think I can go here and click that. And then obviously this is St. Louis. So I'm going to go here and distance to here. So we're looking at 28.99 miles as the crow flies from Highland to St. Louis. All right, I'm going to clear that measurement. We're going to go again from Highland. Measure distance. We're going to go down here, which is Scott Air Force Base. Distance to there. We're talking, as the crow flies, 17.7 miles from Scott Air Force Base, which is the Military Airlift Command Center. Okay? Now, next up, Okay, had to find it. I can go in a couple. One more. And let me clear this distance. And I'm going to measure from here to here. 32.9 miles. What's that, you ask? What's over there? Huh. Well, I often talk about Patoka, okay? But it's actually north of Patoka. It's actually more by a town called Vernon. But what you see there is a bunch of tanks. And those tanks store crude oil, okay? This is one of the largest storage facilities in the United States. Not the largest, but one of the largest storage facilities in the United States. As you can see, ExxonMobil pipeline runs through there, Enbridge pipeline, Marathon pipeline. So it's safe to say that this is a pretty strategic point right here. In other words, this here will be a crater. All right? So, we're looking at crater over here, okay? Crater over here, crater over here. You see where I'm going with this? If we got into a full-on exchange, what would we be trying to hang on for? I'm just being realistic with you. Again, oh, that's cool. I can sit there and click and make it go all kinds of places all the way around and into St. Louis. Yeah, 172 miles that trip. I don't know. I'm just screwing around. Let me clear that. I didn't know I could do that. So anyway, as you see, you know, there's enough locations around us. And there's more. There's more targets around us. I just was giving you those. Needless to say, and if you look, by the way, all three of those that I had pointed out to you, Scott Air Force Base, again, Military Airlift Command Center, St. Louis, and I always say Patoka, but it's more near Vernon, that oil storage facility. Those are all primary targets. Those are primary targets. So chances of getting out of those getting hit, if it was a full-on exchange, pretty well slim to none. I'm not trying to discourage people from preparing when it comes to a nuclear conflict or anything like that. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be realistic with you. I don't want you all freaked out trying to figure out how you're going to be able to afford potassium iodide tablets or this, that, and the other thing. Because prepper channels are getting everybody all worked up on it. Right? You know, articles that come out about EMP, and all you'll hear preppers talk about is Faraday cages and EMP shields and all of this nonsense, right? And same's true if the sun starts acting up and it throws an interesting solar flare out. Same thing. And it's constantly, and that's why I use that for a thumbnail. That's why I use that picture for a thumbnail, because, you know, this is how prepping is getting treated now. This is how prepping is getting treated. And we have to be careful of that. People are out there ready and raring to spend your money. Don't let them. Shalom.